Hi there.
Hi there.
Happy Monday. On today's episode of Having Conversations with My Husband That He Doesn't See Coming, we're going to talk about... You ready?
No.
Let's talk about what men want in a relationship. Are you stretching your neck or are you saying no?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're a man.
I don't know what most men want.
Okay.
I know what I want, I think.
Okay.
But I don't think I'm like everybody else. I don't know.
Well, no. I mean, not everybody's the same. The things that you say are not going to be 100% accurate for all men. But, I mean, you're a man. And you got man friends. And I'm sure you've had plenty of conversations about relationships gone wrong. Or relationships that are awesome.
So, yeah, me, I feel like you got to be friends first. Right?
Oh, I agree with you 100%. That's not what I
and that's what I want.
Coming first.
I want friendship because I don't want, if we start off arguing, nah.
No.
I ain't got time for it. Listen, life's too short to have arguments, and especially probably most of them are stupid, right?
It really is. I think I've said this statement before. Do you want to, is this the hill you want to die on? Yeah, is this really worth the energy you're about to put into it?
No, don't get me wrong. We'll have disagreements.
We'll
talk about, but we're not sitting there yelling at each other. Not gonna happen. I'm like
no, and to be completely honest with you, and you can let us know in the comments if you've been in a relationship before or are currently in a relationship where it is like a lot of screaming and yelling. I came from a relationship like that, and I thought it meant there was passion. For the longest time, I didn't realize how stupid it was.
Passionate about arguing.
Listen, there were like some serious arguments. And to be completely honest with you, like we were friends for a long time before we got together. But the thing about you,
me and you?
Yeah. Me and you.
Well, I mean, you went from one to the other.
I did.
And she'll do that. We have to keep up. I'll try to help. Go ahead.
But that was something like you ever hear people say like waiting for the other shoe to drop? They're like waiting for something to go wrong or whatever. So no, not so you could have an argument, because I'd kind of I guess I was shell shocked. Like I realized how peaceful life could be once I was on my own. So then when we started dating, I kept waiting for you to explode over something. Or I would get, my kids do this still because of the way that their dad was. They've both told me they've had to learn that their relationship's not like that. That the men that they're with don't do that. But they, I'll tell you, some of the biggest yelling we saw was because the freaking remote control was lost. And I mean big time yelling. And so it was so I don't know, I expected you to get pissed over stupid stuff, and we just don't. Now I'm getting it. Now I'm we're chill. This is a good life. It's not, I'm not waiting for the other thing to fall. Okay. Off track. relationship. You want a friendship. You want a good friendship. So, what else?
Well,
I think, so I've always been, like, I've always had more guy friends than female friends. And I feel like what I've heard a lot of people say is, how do I say this? They don't want to be with a woman that wants them to check their manhood at the door.
No. I mean, I want us to be able to express our feelings openly. You know what? I mean, like, I'm 90 years old and she's 30. And we still hold hands.
He's not 90 years old.
But,
I am 30 though.
I love that part, right?
No, I love that we've been together for a while and we're basically still honeymooning. And I think Phil and Kay Robertson said that in their book, that they still have a sign on their door that says honeymoon in progress. Mm-hmm. That if you want your relationship to be successful, you've got to continue to honeymoon. You don't get out of that phase. Like you're still dating each other. You're still,
and then there's no trying to control the other person, right?
No.
You got stuff that you like. I got stuff that I like. We got the majority of stuff that I like, you like. Majority of stuff you like, I like. But there's always some little time.
Well, that got confusing for a minute.
But sometimes they're not. I mean, sometimes people are totally opposite. They have nothing in common, right?
Yeah, we have some overlap. But I feel like,
But I think in our relationship, you weren't really an outdoor girl, right?
No.
But I think as our friendship grew, you were interested in
the things that make you happy.
But you were interested in exploring that yourself, and you really liked it, because you were a foreigner.
I think so. That brings me to another thing. Not trying to change the person that you're with. So we got together, you hunt, you do all these activities. I wouldn't expect that to change when we got married. I would expect that either it's something that you, depending on how much time it is, it's either something that we do separately or something that I learn and do with you. And for us, that's the way it went. It was something that I learned and did with you and do.
Yeah. And it goes both ways. I mean,
yeah.
But if you have to change a person for that relationship to be what you want it, then I don't think, my personal opinion,
it's not the right person.
I don't think it's the right person. I don't.
It's not the right person.
You shouldn't have to change somebody. I mean, now, if you got somebody that's involved in, some type of addiction and needs help, that's different, right?
But you're not changing like the core,
right? That's what I'm saying.
Who that person is.
I love this person, but I wish they were more like this. I'm going to try to make them and testing them. I see a lot of that petty testing, and that's.
Oh yeah, absolutely cannot.
Cool,
no. So, how important do you think it is to know what your partner's love language is?
Oh, very important. I mean,
I think knowing, respecting, and caring what their love language is helps make a relationship stronger.
Right.
Like yours is absolutely physical touch.
Yeah.
So for you need that closeness of not just the relationship, but you need the physicality of it all too. And that doesn't always mean wow, although most of the time it does. But like literally right here, he has his hand on my foot. He's just touching me. And he, like, we both get really hot at night. So we've got this king size bed so that we can have enough space, because we both are like space heaters, but we're still touching.
Right.
Half the time, like, our foot is on each other's foot. We're holding hands, or I'm rubbing your rear end.
Or I got my hand on her back or something.
Something. And I think understanding what things fill your partner's cup is so important to having a good relationship, as long as both people are doing it.
Yeah.
And I think those are the relationships that you see that are really strong. Man, honestly, I think that the whole the love language thing might have just summed up everything, huh?
Right. Close. I mean,
just knowing and understanding what makes your partner tick.
Yeah, knowing what your partner needs, right?
Yeah.
And making sure they have what they need. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
And I don't mean buying them stuff. It's not about buying them and having.
Well, some people's love language is gifts.
It is, but if you don't have the means for certain gifts,
right?
I don't think that's a good one. I'm sorry. I don't. I mean, if your love language is you got to have expensive gifts every week, then that's not a love language. That's a little
vain.
No, that's not a love language. Right?
Yeah, that's a bit vain. It's not.
I mean, I don't go and give. You're gonna do little things for them. To me, is more special than
oh yeah,
than buying of something like for instance, like we talk about, and our kids are all about the Valentines.
Oh, they are serious.
They ain't
listen, we got 4 girls.
They ain't getting their Valentine's stuff. Somebody ain't happy.
They are serious about their Valentine's. The Valentine's gift, the Valentine's mood, the Valentine's dinner.
So with Shauna, it's not that way. I mean, yeah, if she gets something that she's excited, but we think that we feel that we show each other enough all during the year that Valentine's Day is just another day.
Yeah, it literally is just another day to us. Honestly, okay, like, I remember I was having a really rough time at work. I had went to a job fair that was it was a ways out, honestly, from my job. And I just was having a really rotten day. When I came out from that job fair, I had a card and flowers in my car.
Who was?
That was just random. Random acts of kindness to me are gold.
Me too.
And just, I think it means a lot more, in my opinion, than folding to some consumer generated holiday, I guess.
You know, and I'm the same way.
Get me the discount candy 2 days after Valentine's Day.
And I'm the same way on my birthday and Christmas. I mean, if somebody wants to give me something, that's awesome. That's great. But there's a lot of people out there, especially on Christmas time, that don't. get anything or don't have anything. And I'm okay with you taking that money, what you thought was you wanted to get me, and
helping somebody.
Help somebody else.
Yeah.
Because I've got, I mean, like I say, I'm 90 years old. I've done a lot of stuff in my 90 years.
Not 90 years.
85. But anyway, 85 and a half.
Oh my gosh. All right. So.
But anyway, I just,
to sum it
our
up,
relationship is, we do a lot of stuff together.
we do.
Most 90-something% is together, right?
Have I ever made you feel like you needed to give anything up to make me happy?
No.
So you've never done that to me either. And I think loving somebody for who they are fully means not asking them to give up pieces of their self.
When you go into that relationship and you know that person and it's truly meant to be, I don't think you have to ask them to give up anything.
Yeah.
I don't.
I see it split with hunting wives. You've got the ones that love their girl time while their guys are hunting. You've got the ones that just go and it's like a family camp thing. And then you've got ones that are like, I think you should quit this now. And I think when you expect somebody, like, hunting is not a on the whim hobby. It's a commitment. It's like people, like, playing on sports teams. They're committed to what they're doing. And I think when there's anything like that your partner is involved in and means that much to them, if you're asking them to give that away or to just forget that now, so you're putting a wall up between the two of you.
There's two parts for hunting.
Yeah.
Deer hunting. There's hunting season and there's getting ready for hunting season.
Oh yes.
And it's all year.
It's all year.
It's a 12-month thing, right?
It is, but like for us, we go stay in the camper. For me, like, I got into it. I love to be up in the tree, and it's just, for me, it's a relaxing getaway and a reset.
Yeah. So we're kind of getting off track here, talking about something else, right?
We are.
But we're good at that. Bottom line is, I feel like, friendship. You got to know your partner.
Know their love language.
Yeah. And, yeah.
Respect. Respect is huge.
And you're going to have to sacrifice some stuff sometimes. That's just the way it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's not give up something so we can...
Or one-sided, where one person's always having to make the sacrifices for the other person's needs. If it's one-sided, something's missing in your relationship. Something is missing. Or you need to talk. You need to communicate it. And quit putting yourself in a position to just be stepped on. All right. You guys have a great day. I've summed that up. Now every man in the world is going to be like, he did not start with the bow chicka wow wow.
But we're going to finish with it.
All right, guys. Thank you for stopping in. Let us know what you think. Give us some comments, shares, subscribe, hit that bell so you get notified when we post.
Give us some ideas on what to talk about. What you want to talk about? We don't know something, we'll make it up, right?
We do. We do. I mean, I talk all the time, so, you know, we could talk about anything. So, all right, guys. See you next time.